It must be the arrival of Cher the musical. Sigmund Freud and ghost emojis? It must be the arrival of Cher, the musical. A staged version of the singer's 6 decades in showbiz is heading for Broadway. We'll be in the front row. In these dark times, we must believe, there is one woman who can always be relied on to provide 140 characters of sweet relief. One woman whose political commentary is more vivid and rousing than all the CNN, MSNBC and Fox anchors combined. And as if coming to the rescue of the world when it most needs it, the great Cher has announced that there will be even more of her around, in the form of a musical of her life story. There are unconfirmed reports of implosions on the set of this season's RuPaul's Drag Race finale. At the start of the year, after a low-key read-through, Cher expressed her excitement levels as stars emoji, starry heart emoji, stars emoji, birthday cake emoji. But we know now that Cher, the musical, will officially be coming to Broadway in 2018 and, as is right and just for a pop legend of this stature, it has been put together by the Premier League of Musical Theatre. It will be directed by Jason Moore, Alvin Q, produced by Jeffrey Seller and Floby Suarez. Hamilton, with a book by Ricky Leiss, Jersey Boys. So far, all we know is that there will be a lot of Cher hits involved, that the 3 stages of Cher's life will be represented by 3 different characters, babe, lady and star, and that, somehow, Sigmund Freud appears. Presumably he will have a more significant role than when she last tweeted about him, all in caps, which was to say, when asked about Trump, that Freud could untangle basket of 2 snake emojis, that is, chicken drumstick, oil it, French fries, double exclamation mark, oil it s insane racist, bigot, misogynist, pathological liar, malignant sociopath, Vlad, boy, toy? She has since shortened Trump to the oil it emoji alone, or occasionally rat, although this week she has also called him asshole in chief. This mammoth ass mofo and a Saudi bitch. Sadly, dedicated students of Cher's online linguistic evolution will notice that she has all but retired the ghost emoji, once a cheerful favorite, presumably consigned to the scrap heap until the heaviness of the current political climate begins to lift. If this angry activist stage of Cher's life does not make it into the musical, then Liz will grieve for a missed opportunity. Babe, lady, star, president? At a time when opening Twitter is, for almost every user with an opinion who is not a troll, like walking into a Cradle of Filth concert wearing a Little Mix t-shirt, the fact that Cher's ceaseless outrage is also joyfully upbeat is ironic. Every emoji-strewn tweet is a defiant shrug befitting someone who has been in showbiz for 6 decades and does not give a toss what you think. Imagine the sheer thrill of this on stage. An actor in an oilet emoji costume dancing furiously with the double exclamation marks, while Cher, star belts at the Star-Spangled Banner, in the leotard from the If I Could Turn Back Time video. This would be in the front row for the entirety of the run, which would, of course, never, ever end. 2 more suggestions for the writers of this project. When Liz met Cher for the greatest 40 minutes of its life, she told it that she was living in London and watching GMTV when she came up with the idea of using a vocoder for Believe, which means that it is very likely that Lorraine Kelly, Eamon Holmes or Fiona Phillips have earned their right to a role in this great venture. Liz also asked her to clarify a long-rumored story about Salvador Dali and the gift of a vibrator. Woo! She cooed, before remembering the 70s. Oh, Salvador. It turned out that the great surrealist had not given her the vibrator, but that she had discovered it under a chair cushion, having turned up at his house for dinner in the aftermath of an orgy. If that isn't the stuff of box office gold, then Broadway audiences are oilet emoji, broken heart emoji, double exclamation mark. Since you're here, we have a small favor to ask. More people are reading The Guardian than ever, but advertising revenues across the media are falling fast. And unlike many news organizations, we haven't put up a paywall. We want to keep our journalism as open as we can. So you can see why we need to ask for your help. The Guardian's independent, investigative journalism takes a lot of time, money and hard work to produce. But we do it because we believe our perspective matters, because it might well be your perspective, too. I appreciate there not being a paywall. It is more democratic for the media to be available for all and not a commodity to be purchased by a few. I'm happy to make a contribution so others with less means still have access to information. Thomasini. If everyone who reads our reporting, who likes it, helps to support it, our future would be much more secure.